we love having discussions of substance here at this table.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
now they're happening more at the dinner table. So The Guardian recently reported on a new seminar called Race to Dinner, where white women pay $2,500 to host a dinner where women of color are invited over to teach them how to confront their racism and privilege. So many of the women attending the dinner come from power and wealth, and they say that they're open to challenging the racism that comes from their proximity to it. And the idea has seemed to be taken off because so far there's over 15 of these dinners that have already been planned. So I want to ask, what do you ladies think of this?
$2,500?
$2,500.
You want to get together and teach one?
Okay.
Right?
What I'm saying
Okay.
is, if you're paying that amount of money, I applaud you for wanting to know. I applaud you for the fact that if you got that much money, I mean, clearly I don't think that there are many people that would pay this, but clearly this is something that's happening. But I applaud someone for wanting to know and wanting to know in a context where hopefully they can ask free questions and be told, like, if you taught one of these classes, I think you'd be phenomenal. You'd be like, don't say that, don't do that. And I was actually gonna say, if you can't afford the $2,500 for a class like this, you could just pick up Amanda's book, which low-key, no, I've gone through it. Because
Fair.
I do want to say that while there are people who are maliciously racist, there's a lot of them, there are sadly folks who are ignorantly racist. Like it's been inbred in them through years and years of generations that they think this is a normal thing to do or say, and they don't know that they're doing things wrong. And then there's people who are inquisitive, who really do want to know, and then they go and do things like, hey, can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, we need it. Sometimes I think this is maybe a good place to teach those boundaries.
You can say, like you said, you can say $2,500.
25.
I have a book. I'm gonna have a
Watch
book
our
club.
show, read a
That's what I'm
book.
gonna do.
Right.
I'm gonna have a book club and invite people for like $50.
Yeah.
But what I like about what you said, Adrian, is that it is a brave step to come to the table, have this conversation in your house to say, I need to learn before I make a mistake.
I don't know.
Before I jeopardize my friends, my family, people that I love, or our community by saying or doing something. I've even joked with Amanda, I'm like, yo, we had that shuck and jive conversation where Adrian said something she learned in tap class.
No, and the only other people I had ever heard use it were my black friends.
Right, and then we put it on our social media because Amanda then educated us saying that actually comes from a very racist term. And so I said, Amanda, that would be crazy. Like, maybe what if you actually did like a program or a segment here that taught us like things you can say and things you should know better than to never say.
It doesn't come from a malicious place.
Right.
It legit was ignorance on my part.
And I want to read one of the comments.
Ignorance.
One of the white women that hosted this dinner, she actually said, every time I see someone black, I think that they're up to no good. And I know that I'm wrong for thinking that. I need help. So for some reason, she's been taught somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, but like for someone to actually be like, I'm having racist thoughts, I need to actually have this conversation with somebody. Where's this coming from? I know, it sounds dumb.
It's like, why do we even have to, I mean...
But wait, listen,
I know.
But you get what I'm saying. Are we teaching, but are we teaching
Yeah.
people to have that conversation and keep it in their head? No. Are we having you to come out and realize that you learned a racist innuendo or a thought and you need to actually come correct with that?
I just like that they know that it shouldn't be free. I like that they know that this is on someone else's time.
Okay.
And that the person who they're asking to come do this, they don't feel like that person is obligated to teach them,
Okay, that's good.
Because to me, that was what that whole conversation was that I was having before, where it was like, if you feel like this is your ministry, to help educate,
then it takes a certain person.
Yeah, then go for it. Go for the gold, baby. But make sure there's gold to get. So that's why I feel like this, to me, was cool, because if you ask me to teach this dinner, I'm not just coming with my life experience, I'm coming with my academic experience as well, which I paid a lot of money to get.
And the goal to get is people who genuinely want to learn, who have open hearts and open minds, and it's
caveat.
genuine, and that's the key to it.
That's the caveat.
Yeah.
People have to be wanting to learn,
Yes.
wanting to change,
Right.
wanting to embrace new.
That's
I
nice.
hear what you had to say, because I feel like they should put these programs in schools, low-key.
That would be awesome. Or,
And-
or
yeah.
have the teachers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we had potlucks growing
Have
up.
the teachers
Teachers,
take these courses.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
so
we've been
important.
saying that for years, but I also think it's nice to sit here and have fish and wine and, you know, say, I don't understand black people.
Yeah.
But if you really want to understand black people, volunteer some of your time.
I think that's-
You know,
Yeah.
in communities that really need it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going to spend 3 hours at a dinner, you can go spend an hour at a rec center or a community center. If you want to volunteer, go to justserve.org. It's an organization that connects you to volunteer programs in your area and helps some people out. So.
Yeah.